Coach, number one, thanks for sitting down with us.
Yep, thanks for having me.
I know it's been kind of a long day here at the golf facility.
Oh, it's just getting started.
So if I'm not mistaken, you're entering your 8th season. There's this 9th.
So to speak, I came in the middle of an academic year. So January 2018 came at the turn of the semester. So the team had a coach prior to me, Kevin Farrell. He had resigned his position to head back home, restart a program at Mount St. Mary's University. So yep, I had the spring semester there, and then 2018-19. You know, it's a place that I grew up and I went to school, played my college golf here, but it's different when you come back as a coach. And Bowling Green had changed so much between 2010 and when I came back in 2018. I was just so grateful for everything that's happened, both on campus and in this community. And you know, as a person who grows up in this town, sometimes you wonder, you know, what else there is for you out there. And having been able to go out and explore some of those different environments just made me feel really grateful for not only the size of the community, but the proximity to big cities. The way you get to know everybody in this town, it doesn't compare anywhere. And so that's the biggest thing that, that's the biggest reason that I'm here and that I don't want to go anywhere. It's a big family here.
Absolutely. So with that being said, it's a new group every year. How
Sure.
are you applying that lesson that you just told us to the group that you have now?
Well, I think they understand pretty quickly that it's a unique place from that standpoint. Whether you like it or not, everybody's going to get to know your name and your face. And that's something we really embrace in the recruiting process. We want to make sure that our guys understand that. They do embrace that. They love being out at Stone Ridge, where they welcome us with open arms, getting to know the staff, the members, everybody who's involved with the operation of that facility. So, and that's what kind of drives you to move forward. Whether you're having success or struggling a little bit with your game, people are rooting for you, and they know exactly who we are, and we're carrying the bag, wearing the shirt. So that's a very motivating piece of this whole situation. You know, it starts from week one last week. Actually, not in week one. It's the weeks that we're here at home. We start to play qualifying rounds. Those are high pressure situations because guys are playing for their spots. Then you go to a tournament environment and it's a whole different kind of pressure. You know, every tournament has pretty equal value in my eyes. Every time we go out and experience a new course, conditions, competitive people in the field, you're getting told a little bit about, you know, okay, what is this student athlete bringing to the table, what they're doing great, what we need to improve on, and we're constantly evaluating that. In team golf, it's interesting because, you know, a lot of people would say, hey, you know, it's just the scores, right? But in team golf, you know, we're counting 4 out of 5, so there is an element of, you know, evaluating the person who's steady versus the person who might be capable of going really low but might be a little more volatile in the scores. So there's a lot of factors that go into it, and it's something that we're always keeping a pulse on. And in the fall, you're mixing several different lineups in. That's very common across the board. And then in the spring, it starts to look a little more solidified. You have a little bit better idea of how the structure of this lineup is going to go. But during the fall season, you definitely see some mix-ups from week to week, and very few teams would rely on the same 5 guys week in and week out. And fortunately for us, we have a few tournaments where we have more than just that one extra individual competitor, and we get a chance to see a lot of guys put competitive rounds on the board.
When you work with your players during tournaments specifically, and I guess this also goes for qualifying rounds as well, because at the end of the day, you're a coach, you're coaching the players. Are you more hands-on with their strategy, or do you let them figure it out themselves on the course?
We're very hands-on in the strategy in the lead up to the tournament. Ideally, you would be very well polished in that situation before the lights go on and it's time to play. We are allowed to have 2 coaches out on the course with the players during tournament play. So there is assistance to come along while that's going on. Now it's kind of a mixture where a coach may be stationed at one particular area on the course where we know that there's going to be some issues, a little tougher calculation to be done, and other times you'll go walk with a guy for a few holes and basically serve as their caddy, so to speak. So we do have 2 assistant coaches in addition to myself this year, and so we're kind of working through, on top of that, which guys work well with which players. And that's all part of the process of competing this fall, is to really start to tidy things up and refine our method so that we're ready. Ultimately, the goal is the MAC championship. So that's the big thing that's out there for us all the time. This year's group is probably as diverse of a group as we've ever had, and variety of perspectives and backgrounds, and it's been a lot of fun, and so many different personalities. We got guys from all over the country. We have guys from Ontario. We have guys from Europe. There's so much to talk about and to share, and not just in golf, but in their life and where they came from. And so that's beneficial for everybody who's involved in that situation, to add perspective to where, however they see things, whether that's the golf or out there in non-golf situations in their life. And I think it really helps us grow as a group.
If you could sum up your goals for this 2025 season, or 2025-2026 season, in one word now, before you get into the thick of it, what would it be? Progress.
Just every week. We have, 4 guys played their first Division I tournament this past week in our first event. It's not that we're short on golf experience, but D1 golf experience is a completely different animal. The courses are longer, the hole locations are tougher, the competition is better, you got to drive it straighter. It's just all those factors add up to a challenging environment that takes some time to learn and get used to and be comfortable being in that arena.